What's going on, world? It's your boy,
Javari.
and we are back on the You Know What It Is podcast, man. I got Big Boo, and I got Willie from the Zoo Review podcast. Is it podcast?
Show.
Zoo Review show.
Yes, sir. How you doing, man?
I'm good. How you doing?
What it do?
This has been, when you guys actually hit me up, I was about to hit y'all up.
Okay.
I was watching a couple of videos. Like I was telling you earlier, I seen some stuff with Chloe. The thing with my man's from ATL. I seen a bunch of like y'all review food and stuff like that. I seen like y'all was reviewing milkshakes. Y'all did some stuff from across the city.
We started with music.
Right.
That's
where we started for it.
Yeah, just reviewing music.
Yeah.
In the pandemic, we kind of just started. Me and my boy B-Mac, we kind of just started having people pay like to get that music reviewed in the kitchen, over the laptop. Then we started. We went to another place called Room Service Radio.
Okay, yeah, I was about to check out Room Service for a while.
Yeah, we did a season over there. That's where we did the Soulja Boy interview, BFB the Pac-Man. We did a couple dope interviews over there. And then it just kind of turned more into like, when we did the Pac-Man interview, that's how we started doing food.
Okay.
Because, we brought him like donuts and Bixby Boyle. Shout out to Bixby Boyle. And he went crazy over that shit. So we was like, we got to add food to the show. And that's kind of how that just...
I think that's a good little, that's a good mix right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's like, you watched Fuck That's Delicious?
No,
Action Bronson?
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But y'all sitting down and y'all chilling in this one spot. Y'all not really traveling. Traveling's coming to y'all.
Right.
But how has the reception been since you guys started doing the show with the city at least?
What you think about that, Willie? Being from Vegas.
I mean, just to keep it that way, it's a little slow mo, but like that's not like we have a team of people that's like on the same page mentally, and like the ending result.
You gotta speak into the mic.
Yeah.
The ending result isn't that. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's just one sticker on the map. I'm trying to get the whole map.
Go across it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're not even worried about that. We got the right people coming.
No, that's a fact. Y'all building something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And in the same way we building something over here, I've been watching everybody and seeing, certain people and how they've been moving and stuff like that. I mean, from jump, do you guys own that studio that you guys are in, or is that?
No. Well, we kind of just work with an engineer, and he just do all our stuff. But a lot of our stuff that people see, clips they see on Instagram, is because of Willie Who View TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all post production. That's him. But we don't own a studio, but we still kind of traveling and moving around, but it's home for sure.
Home base, got you.
It's home.
No, that's always a good thing to have is when y'all putting together your team is to have that marketing aspect to where you have somebody who is putting together your Instagram clips and making sure y'all are being seen in the right way. You know what I mean? You catching all the right clips. To me, in my eyes, everything that I've been seeing, I'm like, shit, this is making me intrigued. I want to click on it.
Appreciate
that.
And to get better, they got to go really check out the episodes, man.
Exactly, boy.
We don't just talk about just reviewing stuff. We actually give a lot of knowledge and a lot of game to people who coming up, especially the locals. We give a lot of insights to things that they don't know about. And one of the reasons for that is because a lot of people in town say people come to their towns and they don't tap in.
Yeah.
Or they don't, everybody can't give it things they don't have, but
that's a fact.
One thing that we can spread is knowledge.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of our thing. So if people actually tune in, they're gonna get some game.
Yeah.
Like a lot of game. You feel me? So another reason why we started this show is because I got tired of people just like DMing me, like asking me questions for it to go nowhere. So I was like, look, I can answer all your questions by just fucking with people that I've been fucking with over the last 10 to 15 years. Being from LA and being, I've traveled to Japan, I've been on tour, I've done all that stuff. So I'm like, I got these relationships, but I can't just give them to you. But look, they're gonna tell you what they tell me right here in front of you. So just go watch it and educate yourself and enjoy it. We laugh, we talk shit, we get faded, you know what I'm saying? But it's all in elevation of the mind and trying to give people something to look forward to.
Yeah. When it came to, putting together the actual show, how hard was it? Because I'm even finding not difficulties, but just that balance, trying to find that balance in co-hosts or in your team around you. When it came to picking the people around you, is it just you, the main host, and then everybody is a revolving door, or is it you have specific people that are supposed to be there every day?
Well, I'm David Ruffin, and this is Temptation. I'm just fucking playing, man, all the way 100%. No, I'm just playing. So look, no, that's a good question, man, because, all right, so me and my boys started this show, like I said, in the kitchen. We had this thing called Zoo Records already. And then, like, quarantine shut down. We couldn't do no tour or nothing, so we was like, let's just do Zoo reviews. Fuck it. Let's sit in the house and go on Facebook and have 50 people in the room from Europe and all over the fucking Africa, everywhere, right? And they actually gonna pay attention to us when they start doing that research on us. They see like, oh, they tapped in. You know, they're on the West Coast, they're in LA, they're in Las Vegas. So it just went from that to like kind of what it is now. I don't know. It's kind of like everything that we doing, man. It's kind of like supposed to be happening when we doing these when we got the platform like these podcasts.
Yeah.
We supposed to be able to give these people opportunities, but not just to waste them, to build on them. Right?
That's the point of. I think that's the point of people coming up here. My whole thing is when I'm doing these podcasts now that I'm starting to become more selective when people just ask to come on, because the reason why I even entertain this right here is because I was gonna ask to come on to y'all shit.
Right, and you more than welcome. You got to come down.
Yeah, I definitely got to.
We got to come talk about shows or minds, and that's what it's about. Cross promoting, man.
Facts.
Building with each other.
Because I mean, the city's so small, yet it's so big at the same time. There's so much room for all of us to grow, all of us to, you know what I'm saying, eat out here. And I feel like in what y'all are doing, it's like I'm not stepping on y'all toes. Y'all not stepping on my toes. You know, just like you were saying, cross promotion. There's a lot of that's missing out here, especially with the artists, because that's lately been my thing, is talking to the artists. We did a cypher last month. I don't know if y'all got a chance to check that one out.
No, I heard about it though for sure.
Yeah, we they snapped. Cable Guy, he recorded that shit. Him and Social Security, they fucking tore it up. And then the artists from Ricky North, Big Smith. You seen all of them?
Hard.
Yeah.
And that's what it's about, coming together. Now let me ask you a question. So like, you know, because I want to talk about this. This is something that I came here to actually talk about with you too.
Shoot.
As far as like the local artists and the unity that they have, because Vegas does have a big unity going on the last like 3 to 5 years.
Yeah.
It's been stronger than before, right? And it's getting noticed. But I feel like a lot of times people in these towns, they get frustrated when other people come here and they are trying to flourish, or they do flourish, right?
Right.
But you're supposed to go, you don't get respected until you leave your own hometown.
That's a fact.
See, those people are more respected because they got up and left and they still trying to move.
Exactly.
So I challenge every Vegas artist this one, or I give them some game about this one. Every West Coast artist, every LA artist to blow up went to Atlanta for at least 2 weeks before they blew up. From E40, Too Short, YG, Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg was signed to fucking Master P.
You gotta hear what I'm
No
saying.
Limit Records for
you gotta
a
hear
while,
what I'm
so.
saying. But a lot of them big records though early on was cut in Atlanta. Right? So I challenge people, like, you gotta leave your backyard to go out and do in other people's backyard and stand tall. And so when they come check in on you back home, they like, yeah, that's the one. Fuck with him. Right? And that's how you grow the brand. You can't grow the brand by rapping to each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think that's what it took. I had right after high school, I left. I went to the military, and I joined the Navy, and I went to San Diego, Italy. Fucking, I was in Saudi Arabia for a little bit.
Oh.
It took me 6 years away from Vegas to, you know, really realize what was going on back at home, to be able to come back and do something like this, to be able to be a pivot point for certain people and certain artists, and to help them get to where they want to go to, you know what I mean? Right. So, yeah, this is all just a stepping stone for me. Like this podcasting thing right here, it's all an evolution, in the same way that I feel like Microsoft and all that shit started off as one thing, ended up as another. This could possibly be the same thing. So that's my whole journey. Is I had to leave Vegas, came back, and now I'm building, and that's what I've been teaching. That's what I've been trying to not teach, but, you know, spread the word. Like,
right.
Y'all can leave, y'all can come back, represent Vegas all you want, but leave at some point.
You
Don't
gotta
just
go build those alliances.
You know what I'm saying? You
elsewhere.
got to go talk to different people. I know so many just from my connections in the military. It's been extensive because I got niggas in Memphis, Florida, Texas that I stay in contact with to this day, and that I will send all of the local music that I have to them, and now they're sending it to the people that.
And
you
guess
know
what?
I'm
It's not just in Vegas no more.
There you go.
You see what I'm saying?
Now your shit is blowing up in Atlanta. Now you
Even if it's one person, he could be in the
Still gotta
car.
go and tap in, though.
He could be in a car in Texas.
Yep.
Right? He could be in the car bumping your shit at the light. Hey man, who was that? They gonna fuck with it.
Yo, it's this dude from Vegas. Blah, blah, blah,
That's how you
That's
spread
your shit
awareness,
gets
right?
out.
But if you never left your nest,
There you go.
you'll never know how to hatch.
Mm-hmm.
You dig what I'm saying? So I only say that because I seen it. Like, I see it. You just do the research. Every West Coast big artist that blown up has spent time in Atlanta before their first big record. It's a fact. Right?
Now, do you think they have to go to Atlanta?
No,
or do
I
they
think
just have to get out the city?
No, because first of all, I'm from LA, so
Right.
we have a competitive streetwise backyard, so it's dangerous anyway. So if you're doing something in your city, you got to kind of
Leave.
move around and leave anyway, right? Not leave, but move around.
Yeah.
Right? You can't stay stagnant, can't stay in one place, right? So when people go to Atlanta, down there, it's a lot of black love. I mean, I got this black on black crowd. It's a lot of black love, right? The DJs, they fuck with the artists. The artists fuck with the DJs. A lot of other cities you go to, they be like, oh, the DJs don't fuck with them. Do you fuck with the DJ?
Facts.
Do you have the DJ number?
Do you have these personal relationships?
Did you pull up on the DJ when they got that new gig and nobody else was gonna pull up, and just buy him one drink and don't ask for nothing that day?
Come on.
Right? These are the things that the DJs sit around and talk about. I fuck with the DJs.
Trust me, I sit down and have these conversations.
Exactly.
I mean, y'all have Chloe on the show. I've had the conversation with her.
Right.
I had a conversation with Kilo. I had a conversation with a couple of the DJs out here.
I'm not even a
They say the
DJ.
same shit.
I'm not even a DJ.
But at the same time, it's like they're saying that I don't have these relationships with these artists. What makes
Right.
me want to play that? Okay, you could throw $100 up there. That's cool.
Half the time it's not even about the money.
Right, that's at the end of the day, it's probably not even about the money. They don't want to look stupid. They don't want their audience to feel like, yo, we not this ain't it. He done play some shit. Now we turned down. We ready to go. No, they want to fill out the crowd. But at the end of the day, if you're not having these relationships a week before, having a conversation with the DJ like, yo, I'm about to drop. Here's this, sending the music to the DJs. How the fuck are they supposed to play it in the club? Mm-hmm. So all of that artist and DJ beef that y'all got, that shit got to stop. And the artist got to realize that, it takes two to tango. You can't expect the DJs to just know your music off rip if they don't even know you.
I'm gonna give you some more shit. Like, look at it like this. Like, the DJ just like bad bitches.
Facts.
They the hot commodity.
Facts.
What you gonna do to impress the bad bitch? She don't care about the money. Cause if that was the case, she would have went with the ugly nigga with the chains on.
Boy.
Right? With the shit. She obviously just wants some good. I'm an ugly nigga that hanging around bad bitches, so I get this. They don't really want all the other shit. They want the love, the appreciation, the respect. So give them that, and they gonna give you a little bit of what you're looking for. You dig what I'm saying?
Yep.
But you can't go in there with that mindset. You got to go in there genuinely.
I think everybody just expects, or they think that they are owed something, because they make music. Well, everybody makes music. So tell me what you're doing different.
Facts.
Tell me why I need to play your records, why I need to break you as an artist, because that's what in turn, that's what DJs need to be looking for, is the next break that they can do as well, because that's going to get their names up. You don't want to just keep spinning in the same fucking bars for the rest of your life.
Listen,
you want to take it to the next level. Yo, this person fucking found this person.
Listen, big bro, I'm going to tell you like this. If you just take this one piece of game, just find out where the DJ is DJing that you want to play your song. That's in your budget. Now, don't go to motherfucking Felly Fail or Charisma with this shit. But go to somebody in your town that you see is moving around, and obviously they got some kind of influence. Go to where they at one time. Just look on their Instagram. Just pull up. Just walk up to them. What you drink? Find out what they drink. They don't drink. You hungry? What could you do to make their night go better? Because everybody asking for something. Ask them what they need. And they might be like, oh yeah, let me get a drink. It might be something simple. Man, let me just get a Red Bull. That's $5, $6. That Red Bull, though, he gonna remember that. Now, you good. Go about your business. Come back the next time. No, get in their DM. Hey, you had it rocking, whatever. Mind if I sing some music? What's your email?
Boom.
There you have it. You get that email. The rest is on you. Now you got to send the service pack. That is levels to
There
this
you
shit.
go. I was just about to say that.
Yeah. You gotta go. You gotta go through the process. So I'm my bad because I wanted to come talk to you about this because I feel like every state.
Do you feel like you getting hit up like that? Like, do you feel like people are like,
no, but I'll be
yo,
watching
review my shit. Yo, do this, do that. You don't feel like you getting that? Because I get that a lot.
I used to, but now they know I ain't gonna give a fuck. I ain't gonna answer nothing no more because I didn't been doing this shit for so long.
I'm on the fucking verge.
They either got one or two things to say. They got something either negative to say or they be like, oh man, they ain't going for it. Because at the end of the day, it still take a budget.
How do you go about that part where it's something that somebody wants you to review or somebody wants you to talk about it, but you really not fucking with it, or it's not?
That's a good question.
Like the music. Say if there was just some music that you really just wasn't, a JJ Icefish ass nigga just sent you some music. And he's like, yo, I got $200. Can you review this for me?
That used to happen a lot when I used to charge like dirt cheap. That used to happen a lot. But at this point, it's like this. I'm going to look at your shit. I'm going to be like, man, it's not quality. It could be whack, but if it got quality, I just want quality, right? So if it ain't quality, I'm like, nope. And then the game,
I like it.
The game ain't free, so you gonna have to pay for your slot. Because if you go to radio, you gotta pay. I work in radio, so I know this, right? So in FM radio, so I know everything how it works. So if you can't spend $100 on yourself, you don't even need to play around with this,
bro. Exactly. That is my. If you cannot invest in yourself,
and I don't charge $100. I charge it quarterly. I'm like, this nigga only got $100. The more money I see on your Instagram, the more money I'm gonna charge you. Because I know you don't have it. Because you're doing all the wrong. Because it's like watching Love and Hip Hop. I don't watch that shit. Right? That's not real hip hop. That's not real music. That's not real entertainment. We don't do that in the studio when we putting $1,000 budgets on 4 hours.
You all got bitches in there just shaking their ass for no fucking reason.
No, they don't even shake ass on there. They be talking about relationship shit. If you don't go home with that shit, we ain't here recording.
Right.
So that's just how holding money up on Instagram is to me. It's like, it's not real.
It's the facade.
It's not even a facade. It's like, it's like, let me turn $100 to $1,000 type niggas. Like them. That's how rappers. So I'm only saying this. I want rappers not to do this no more. Like I'm like telling y'all. Like I'm like challenging them. Like don't go to a DJ and say I don't got no money, or go to a podcast or something like this. Say no money, but you got money on the Instagram.
We all right?
What was that?
I think it was probably a cage. One of the cages slammed down. Yeah, like you were saying, you said don't go to none of these podcasts and stuff like that if you ain't got no money.
I mean, invest in yourself is what I'm trying to say. Invest in what you want to do, man. You want to play a new video game? Go buy the video game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You want to get on you want to get your song played? Go buy a DJ a drink or something. They having a hard had to carry all that shit in. You know what I'm saying? No telling what they had to do before their night got started, right?
I don't think nobody really be understanding what the DJ really has to go through. They just think they got up there pressing buttons.
But I ain't gonna go on a rant about that because I hate when I just don't like to hear when artists say, the DJs don't fuck with me. What?
Well,
first of all, the DJ trying to play the hottest song in the club anyway, because that's like having the hottest shoes on.
Yep.
Right? So they're not worried about the most unknown song in the club.
Or the most unknown nigga. Like
unknown nigga all the way around, right?
Yeah.
So give them something to stand out. Like, man, I fuck with him. I'm going to play this record.
But at the same time, all of that comes with relationships. Yeah. Comes with talking to these people outside of the club, not just in the club when they're working. Because you got to realize these DJs are working still. This is their job. So you going up to them and constantly badgering them to get your song played, it's fucking interrupting their money. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and build these relationships and shit like that before we start badgering and asking for favors and shit like that. Let's go ahead and start, you know what I'm saying, showing people your worth.
Show love to get love.
There you go.
Show love to get love. That's why we here, to show love.
Exactly,
you know what I'm saying? That's how you do it.
This is it. Again, there was something else I was about to ask you. So we put together a playlist with a lot of local artists on it. It's on Apple. We got one for Spotify as well. I want you guys to go ahead and check that one out whenever y'all can.
Okay.
I'm gonna put the link in the description below. It's a bunch of talent on there. We got Jerry the Black, Vic Smith. Most of the artists that were on the cypher And then a couple of like hidden gems in Vegas out here. We got this chick named Poetry the Poet, um, Indigo Rose. Who else on here? Clutch, Sneak Mob Stone. So it's a lot of hidden gems out in Vegas. What artists have y'all come across that y'all have really been rocking with this year?
You might want to go first. Go ahead. I've been talking crazy all night.
I'm real selective who I work with. You know what I'm saying? Like we were just talking about this today. Actually, it's not like newer generation, older generation type of thing. It's just like for me, it's just like this is my craft.
Yeah.
And anybody would it doesn't matter what craft you have. Once you get to a certain level, you engulf yourself around exactly that and nothing but that. So I keep my eye on the newer generation a lot more in the last 4 or 5 years just to see like who is hot and what's going on. And there's like a plethora of them. It's too many of them. But like I'm looking on I'm more of a businessman now. So it's like once I add something to my equation, it's in my equation now. So I take all that into consideration. Like, where's the knowledge at, or where's the experience at, or where's the, you know what I'm saying? Because once we get to traveling and doing stuff that I've already done 10s and 20 and 30 times, and I know how it has to go for it to be successful. Like, you can't have just a wrench because they not knowledgeable or they wasn't unprepared.
Right.
So like I make sure I'm always around people that understand already the things that I know, or at least willing to like try to understand. But if they like totally they could be the dopest rapper out. But like if they like completely in their own little world, I can't like I'm still right. I'm still on my ride, so I can't even like jeopardize it at this point. And for me it's only a few people out of the lot of dope artists that's in Vegas right now. There's only like a handful that understand what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it'd be hard.
I want to answer that question too. To kind of elaborate on what you were saying, I think it's more so what he was saying is like it's a package deal. It's more than just who can rap. Like in the real industry, you know what I'm saying? I've been around for a long time. Man, I used to be on DJ Mustard's emergency card. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit. I ain't that old though, but you know what I'm saying? That type of shit. But it's a package. It's more than just, oh, you can rap. It's like, okay, well, rapping is the last thing consumers are worried about.
Because all these niggas is rapping.
Right.
So what else is there? And that's what I keep telling every artist that comes here. What else is there? We know about the music.
You got to build a brand.
We know that you can rap circles around niggas. What else you got?
They got to build a brand.
You know what I mean?
If they don't understand that by now, they always talk about...
You have to build a brand, and there has to be a purpose. And everybody that's willing to ride this wave have to understand the purpose and be willing to with that purpose.
Nobody's going to make it off talent ever in no city.
Right. Just strictly off of talent.
Nobody's going to make it off talent ever again. Ever again. And it's the truth. Right? Can't tell you the last time somebody just purely made it. Maybe Drake. That's like the last nigga to make it off talent and who he knew. Right? Yeah. Because he didn't have a look. He didn't have really a movement. He was
just on TV.
He was a talented motherfucker. Yeah. Right? So that's the last motherfucker to make it off talent. Everybody else been a gimmick. Drake couldn't even find a gimmick for the first 10 years. That nigga got 20 looks.
That nigga, he went through so many different changes. Right? He was the lover boy, then he was hard, then he went back to the lover boy.
He's still trying to find his identity low key.
Yeah.
Right?
That's just because he light skinned, but
right. He kind of figured it out now, you know what I'm saying? But that's what we mean by the package, bro.
Yeah.
And there's some artists out here that got like they kind of got it together. I don't know if Gypsy is not from here, huh?
Hustle?
He just out here doing his thing. Gypsy Hustle?
Yeah, he's not from out here now. He's from Long Beach.
He's from Long Beach. Right. That's right. He's from Long Beach. But like,
he know how to tap in.
He know how to tap in. He know how to network. So let me tell you a quick story about him. So a lot of artists and everybody has the same opportunity that he does. So he tapped in when I had Pac-Man on the show, and I sold him the slot. He was like, he wasn't one of the people who thought $150 was something
Too much
or too little, right? So I brought him to the studio with Pac-Man, let Pac-Man review his music right in front of him. Then because he did that, I remembered that when I just launched my show back on my second show, I was like, oh, I forgot to put music. We got to review music. Let's just throw some people that we've been fucking with.
Yep.
One of the people was Gypsy. That day we had GJJ Nice on the show, who's a pioneer DJ in the game. You know what I'm saying? Lit Sundays, all this, Bad Boy Soft, all that. And when the song was over, he put me in the side like, hey, whose song was that? I was like, it's the homie Gypsy. Eastside Gypsy. And I look up 4 or 5 days later.
Yeah, Jewel.
There you go. That started on the show, right? But that was because of what he did. We had Pac-Man over a year ago, damn near. Right? So remember, that's the same thing
Is
with
that
the
the
DJs.
same song that you showed them?
Yeah.
See, that's the thing with these artists. They give up.
Yeah.
Last year,
Going to a whole nother song.
you would have moved. These niggas move on to the next song the next week. If that song doesn't pop in a week, they're done.
The reason I put on the show because I seen he was still pushing it. So I was like, I reckon I respected that.
Yeah.
So I was like, he gets longevity. He don't get like, oh, I put it out last week and it didn't blow up. Now I'm going to the next song. Nobody cares about your 999 song. They only
just
care about
the
maybe
one that
one.
pops.
Yeah.
That's it.
So that was the story about that. But that was the story about consistency.
Yeah, that's crazy because Gypsy was on the show last week.
It don't mean like don't move to the next song, like don't record nothing.
Oh yeah, obviously not. But push.
Like, I think that's what they get confused. Like you can still make more music and still upload and know that. But like if somebody be like, hey, let me hear your music, like send them the same
one,
the same whatever promo you promoting at the time.
And I think they get lost in that. They think, yo,
unless
man, I recorded
the bag
this.
and you can afford like different promo teams to do different singles or whatever. Then it makes sense.
But the level that everybody on out here right now, it seems like y'all should stick to one song or stick to a project. You know what I'm saying? My boy Jerry the Black has been pushing a project for 2 years now. Slacks and Raps. The shit go. The shit go. It's crazy. It's really good. And I feel like he hasn't gotten enough shine on it because of, same things. We talking about promotion and stuff like that. We probably haven't been pushing it as hard on certain singles and shit like that like we should have. But, I mean, we learning. This is all a learning process. But he's been places. He's been to Germany. He's been to, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's been on tour, world tours and shit. So, it's like, I see some of these artists, and it's like they're this close. They're this close. They got it. They have all the talent in the world. Now they just need those other pieces. And that's where I want to come into play, where I don't see a lot of them making music videos, so now I write treatments. I work with my guy, work with the cable guy, and I write treatments for a lot of the artists that we actually like. We listen to their music, and it's like, yo, if we get an inspiration, we doing this. Y'all not making music videos, so we'll write them for you. And then we'll get this shit going, because at the end of the day, that's a piece that they're missing. And that's a piece that if we can provide that, I'll provide that. I'll do that. I'll help you out. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to see y'all flourish. If I enjoy the music, I'm pretty sure the rest of my niggas will too. Across the motherfucking world.
What's your top? Let me ask you a question. What's your top 3 records in Vegas from 3 different artists?
3 records. Kane and Sharif from Chris Crooks. Shining Your Skin, Jerry the Black. And what's a go-to? Swear to God by Miles Low.
Okay. All right. I just want to know so I can go look for those records and kind of, chime in, because unfortunately a lot of those artists.
We could play them.
Shit. I would love to hear something. You know what I'm saying? We could do some reviews on your show.
Listen, that's what I've been leaning towards. I'm glad y'all here. We might just start doing this shit, because I keep saying this every time. I'm like, yo, let's go ahead and just start listening to some music. Let's do some reviews. Let's do that. We don't ever do it. No,
we definitely want to get some tunes in the background or something.
Yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? Let the people. All right, so this is.
We can talk some more shit. I like, my thing is about just enlightening people. You feel me? Like, putting it together, especially when minds like us come together. We got the platform to get these people. You know what I mean? So we got to keep it real when they come through, so they can get better when they leave here.
That's a fact. So Chris Crooks, he's not from Vegas. He's from Cincinnati, Ohio. But the man is crazy.
So we get the people that's not all the way from here, but they live here.
Yeah.
Okay.
His producer is Wild Crew Chef. This motherfucker he kills everything that he touches.
Dirty 30, I'm in Dayton fucking with Cougar Divas. Read the he at, who he is, you know I gotta meet him. 30 days, 30 nights, I arc him all season. Keep it wavy like it's Murray's way, my palms greasing. I'm from where these niggas kill you for your Jordan sneakers. Depending on how niggas sound, they bustin' like a tweet.
And I think just from my travels and shit like that, my ear changed a lot. Like I don't like West Coast music anymore like that anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like I've really, my ear has changed to where Midwest music, like anything from Memphis, I fuck with Stolly from Cincinnati. I fuck with or he from Ohio. And a lot of East Coast rap. Freddie Gibbs right now is number top. Jay Worthy.
You ever heard of Jay Worthy? Like Larry June and all that.
Okay, yeah, I fuck with Larry June. But like that's I sprinkled the West Coast in because I'm from here. So it's like I've grown up with all of this shit. And now that when I left Vegas, I was like, damn, I can expand my palette and actually really dive into this music. And then when I hear shit like this, like Currency and Rick Ross are two oddballs out that I would say make me feel something when I listen to music. Those two you wouldn't normally be like, oh, okay, yeah, I understand. No. When you listen to, it's the combination between the beats and the lyrics of what they're saying, and that's what I get from Chris. It's a combination between the beat, and I don't know if it's the cadence in his voice, but it moves me. You know what I'm saying? I feel something when I listen to his music. So this is definitely a number one for me.
Sometimes it ain't about the trip, it's all about the journey. Run that back a couple times, make sure you niggas heard me.
Yeah, make sure y'all on the lookout. He got some crazy shit coming. He got some crazy shit coming. But a lot of the artists that I've been working with lately, I really want to tap them in with you guys, and you know, hopefully y'all check them out. Kenyatta, he's not from here either, but he really puts on for the city.
I think I heard of him, Kenyatta. I just followed him the other day, as a matter of fact.
FL Nino,
Okay.
that's my boy. Who else up in here? Oh, Northtown Red. So this right here is Miles Low. Swear to God.
Shout out Miles Low. Yeah.
Run it. Love, built from the dirt. It ain't no shortcut, homes. Gotta get what you worth. I'ma send it from the first. Perfect, it is less work. I ain't gotta deal with the personal fear in the verse of the year, cause my new shit slap. It ain't been close in a year. Y'all see my niggas close in the mirror. Y'all shit getting lapped. No cap. That bounce different when the illest nigga in the house with me. He be quiet as a mouse, quiet as a cap. I ain't come to mouth with you. Everything that I'm about different, the amount
Miles
different.
is actually gonna be performing
What's his name again?
Poetry. Miles Low.
Okay.
He's gonna be performing for the hip hop poetry event in San Diego on January 15th.
Okay.
They're gonna also be doing one January 8th at the Brooklyn Bowl, so make sure y'all catch that. I think Theo's gonna be performing. There's gonna be a couple other artists that are gonna be performing. I don't know who's gonna be performing for the Vegas one, but I know the San Diego one, I'm gonna be there. So my boy Jerry the Black is performing, Vic Smith, his band FCC, Miles Low, my homegirl Randy, she'll be performing as well.
Okay.
So yeah, shit is going crazy this year. 2022, man.
I like this right here. This shit hard.
I do the same with my left. These niggas been stacking.
See, y'all, it's a lot of good music out here. It's just about moving it forward, though, you know?
So what I've been looking for and trying to cultivate, because everybody, like I said earlier, everybody makes music, but they don't make it to a certain level. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like this right here is polished. This what y'all were talking about is, I want it to sound like industry. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's more. Yes, but it sounds like that because of the work put in. It doesn't matter who you are, who taught you, which way you went. But the ending result, that's the ending result. And in Vegas, we have too many niggas that are polished and just as good and like on the same level.
There's a lot of dope niggas out here for sure.
All these podcasts and all these platforms. It's like
we can now show.
It's nothing about old and new generation. It's about
Who wants to be in the front? That's really all it's about. It's not about old and new. If the old niggas want to be out here and be shown, come sit down and talk to the new niggas. Come sit down and talk to me. Come sit down and talk to y'all. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be in a bubble and be like, oh, these niggas ain't giving me a chance. I'm gonna just talk to the old head 40-year-old niggas from back in the day that's just angry at Vegas and shit like that. No, nigga, come talk to the new niggas. The niggas that are actually trying to do something. The dreamers, the ones that want to make something happen in the city. We can't just be stuck in this upset wave. Like, fuck that shit.
No, I agree with that. That's where I'm with it. Like, a lot of people. Again, I see a lot of people. I don't want to say. I hate to say words like this because I'm like a football coach. I really don't give a damn the words I use, so I'm just gonna say what I say. Like, people whining.
Duh.
You can't whine.
Exactly.
So I really want turn the music down a little bit. My bad. I'm like, cause I want to get this understood, man. Cause I be watching. I pay attention to a lot of podcasts. I pay attention to a lot of shit. I'm really tapped in with everything, because that's how you're supposed to be. Like, I come from, again, L.A., you know, Crenshaw District, and that's what we do, man. We know about everybody when they in high school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I just sent him a dude the other day. I was like, we just did a little edit for my high school. Shout out to Dorsey. He came in and I was like, look, put this little dude song in there. He booming right now. I'm like, this the quarterback. He like, yeah. We know about these dudes when they're in high school, right? And then so when we see how they moving, we watch how they moving, and it's like everybody has to rally around one at a time for it to be any at a time. Because if everybody's trying to, it can't be 25 people entering the gate of only one person only.
That's what we were just talking about today.
Right?
That's what I was trying to say. That's like, it have to be one at a time.
One at a time. And
So
it makes
the
it
song
bigger.
you just played, he's already polished. So let's present him to the city. All these platforms, let's present him. And there's a whole bunch of young ass niggas that are just polished, just as good as him. Let's present them. Why are we presenting the people that just because they got good lyrics but nothing else? Why are we presenting them?
I think you use the South as an example. Like, the South is pretty good at this. I'm not gonna keep saying LA because I'm from LA, but I live in the South, so I know how it goes. Like, even in Alabama, if it's I was damn, I can't even think of the name of the song. Oh, throw some D's on that hoe. Rich Boy.
Rich Boy.
Shout out Rich Boy.
Big head.
I went to Tuskegee with him. You feel me? In Alabama, any other state in the South for sure, they gather around each other.
So when he came out with that,
he was at Tuskegee. He left Tuskegee. That's why Tuskegee and the band is in the video. And it was like, yo, this song is booming throughout colleges.
Getting fucking exclusives. I didn't know that.
Right? So I'm telling you, just how it is, right? But what they did was, this nigga that had no other songs, OJ and all them was hot at the time. OJ the Juice Man and all these niggas was hot in the South, right? But they like, shit, this an anthem. We gonna gather around all the rappers, everybody. We gonna fuck with this record.
And they did.
Because it's gonna put Alabama on the map. Who before that? You can't even tell me no Alabama rappers.
Before Rich Boy and shit, no.
You can't even tell me nobody. Right? But that's how it's supposed to be. So what's the young kids we just played on our show? They just did the challenge. Can't think of the name right now.
Chow and TP?
Chow. Right?
Hard.
Oh, trust.
Everybody, but let me give you an example. Everybody don't care if it was a challenge or what, because it was that hard and it was that booming.
Yeah.
Everybody in the city was supposed to be like, hold up, let me put mine on hold for a week, and let's get behind these dudes, because everybody got their own differences.
See, I remember when Chow was starting that whole challenge shit up, and I'm like, damn, it would be tight to get a rally behind this, because the song was hard. TP's verse was hard. Chow's verse was hard. They killed that shit. And then they made the video.
Right.
That'd be my whole thing. If you artists are not out here making videos, what are you doing? Stop recording.
And they made a video that didn't look like the average Vegas video.
Everything visual. Movie mode killed that shit.
It didn't look like the everyday Vegas video, like in the hotel room.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying, with the background. But I'm only here to speak facts.
No, trust, listen.
I'm not here to cause no bullshit.
You here to say this shit. They need to hear it. They need to hear it. The regular shit, we trying to get out of that. Because I've already talked to my mans. Me and the cable guy, we gonna start some shit up, bro. That shit is out. All of that same shit that y'all been doing, we done with that.
I'm here to challenge Las Vegas. For sure.
The creativity needs to come out.
I've been here for 6 years. The creativity is there. The unity is the challenge.
You think so?
The unity is definitely
think,
a challenge.
I think the unity is happening where it needs to happen. The people that it's not happening for, it didn't need to happen for you. But the niggas that are working hard, the niggas that are actually out here progressing, making things fucking happen, that's where I see all of the good shit happening. All of the different things, the progression in Vegas, seeing different sides of us. Because at the end of the day, we're begging niggas who have been here for 10 plus years or whatever to fucking do something or to make something.
No.
creative.
I don't think they should beg. They shouldn't. They should. If the day you decide to do this music shit, you should decide to jump off the porch.
Exactly.
And not stay in your yard. I mean, jump off the porch and get outside. You in the entertainment capital of the world. You 4 hours away from Hollywood. You ain't got no excuses. It's $25 bus ride to get to Hollywood.
That's a fact.
When most people got to come from fucking Wyoming to pursue their dream. So what is anybody crying about? I don't get it. What I get is put in the work.
It's a lot of handouts that
I'm just. What a handout? What was ever given to you? I don't think no man in this room was ever given anything, and it's not gonna start tomorrow or in 2022. It's not gonna start in 2023 and 4. It ain't gonna ever. It's gonna get worse.
Real easy though.
I think that's what it
But
is.
if
They
we
got coddled because now it's like you see these motherfuckers blowing up in a day or
Right.
two off of a song,
Niggas
not
get
realizing that this nigga just posted it, but he's been working for the last 6 months.
So that was a great point. He just made a great point, bro.
But my definition of blow up is way different than everybody else's definition. So like,
Look at Doja
what
Cat.
I expect when I think blow up, I expect all this whole whoop wop. They cool with just like the internet.
Doja Cat been around for a long time now.
But Doja Cat blew up in the span of about 4 years, right? Right after that Mood shit came out, it took maybe a year and a half for everybody to pick up on it because I didn't pick up on it until a little bit later when everybody was like, I was like, who is this fine ass bitch just fucking mooing?
Right.
Doja, just.
But guess what though? But I guarantee, I don't know much about her story. But if I go do my research, she was developing a movement.
Developing, exactly. But
So
at the
that's
same
what
time,
anybody-
she wasn't blown up.
What's
but
the hard
what
thing about
people-
rappers though?
What?
And anywhere in the world, it's the hardest thing to do is create unity.
Yeah.
Because we naturally divided by the streets. So the truth is right there in front of us. We just got to look at it and talk about it.
Right.
Right? It's not that nobody not making it because nobody's that talented. No, it's not about talent. It's about unity and putting together a movement.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like with these podcasts and shit like that, because we didn't have this. Like I felt like before the pandemic and shit like that, that's when it ramped up. Everything started to ramp up.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
There may have been people that were doing podcasts and doing, little talk shows and shit like that, but the boom that I have seen, the amount of people, just nigga, my friends that come in and out of this world that, oh, I want to do it. Oh no, I can't do it. Yeah, because you see what type of commitments this is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is
Sacrifice.
exactly. And I'm not seeing a lot of people wanting to put the artist like how we're doing. They want to, okay, I got a podcast or whatever, and it's kind of for self, but then it's
We was talking about that the other day.
it's no substance in it. It's like my podcast, I'm not trying to me, mine, none of that shit. It's just the way that this one was put together was a focus between me and my team. We talked so many times. We don't want to focus on artists. We don't want to focus on artists. I think in August, it was like, no, we're going to focus on artists because that's what we can do.
Right.
The artists naturally attract over here. Plus, if they have a lot to say, now we have our niche.
Right.
We can bring in everything besides the music. And that's what I want to start doing is everything besides the music.
Right.
Other than when I'm talking to y'all and shit like that, that's cool.
I'm
When
gonna get
talking
some
to
real
artists,
game. You kicking up some real dust right now. I'm gonna tell you, you hitting me in the heart right now because somebody just told us. He said, "I'm gonna just give you this game. I'm gonna pass it along, man." It was told to us, "Hey, man, when I stopped dealing with rappers so much, I started making a lot of money." Let me tell you why. Because rappers are like double Dutch artists. They think they want to get in these ropes, but they can't keep up, or they gonna trip and fall.
bro.
And it's like that movie. What? If you fall, you better get your mark ass back up. You feel me? That's just how life is with me. You feel me? So my thing is now, like, that's why we went to the food. Not I, we did. We went to the food. we went to getting Chloe involved.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because
That was smart.
you seen the vision like I seen the vision. She has the energy for this stuff.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? The face, obviously. Shout out to Chloe. You already know what it is. And then, go and get Yvette. You know what I mean? Yvette is with the health, and she's feisty and fiery. So those were I was like, you know what? We can do music, and we are the culture. We are the culture. But our culture go deeper than just music. Yep. And that's almost also the same thing an artist should think about when they building a brand. That your music is bigger than just the sound. Yep. You got the look. Yep. You got the drink. You got the hats. The glass. I got a homie, shout out Disco Boogie. This man got glasses of his own. He made his own sunglasses.
Smart.
Right? Because he got a big following in Japan. I've been on the tour of Japan with him. So they buying that shit up, right?
Yep.
When everybody worried about rapping. Rapping about what? Rappers rapping to rappers. Right? I'm talking shit.
No, you good. Keep going. That is the...
Because I've been wanting to talk about this, and I think that you a realist, man. So I appreciate you having us, first of all.
Listen, man, you the first person that fucking realized that shit. Every time I say that, they be like, man, Vari, you're just mean. You're so harsh. Why do you have to say it like that?
Nah,
You're not supposed to be, bro.
How else am I supposed to say it?
And this your platform. Talk your shit.
If you don't keep it 1,000 like that, how am I supposed to understand?
We gonna come back. This nigga gonna be mean as a motherfucker. He gonna be like, no, you ain't supposed to do it that way. Look, we just talked about this shit. But this is what, look, we would just be basically like some $40 hoes, putting all this work in here, getting all this equipment, getting the team together, being sacrifices, and then let somebody come in here and just kick up some bullshit.
Bro.
No, we gonna let them know the truth. Because if not, they gonna try to go to one podcast, they gonna run across a nigga like me that's gonna stop the cat. Mm-hmm. Cause that cat, and you notice a lot of these locals, and I want y'all to reach out to me because I want to support y'all for like 1,000,000%. You see, I fuck with Vegas hard, but I'm outside in Vegas every day. So a lot of these, I'm like, who you naming? Not like that, no disrespect. But this is a challenge. I want to see y'all outside. No. When y'all see me outside, be like, Big Boo, what that shit do? Mm-hmm. I'm like, you already know what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I get in. I'm outside all the time. I've been outside for the last 6 years. I've been out here. And 10 before that in LA. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm not a hard dude to miss. Come see me. I look just like this when I'm outside the club, no matter where I'm at. You feel me? Glasses on and all. And if I don't see that for us, because I got the glasses, come right up on me in about 5 feet. I'm going to see who you is. Believe that. You know what I'm saying? Man. So, but that's what I challenge these people to do. Like, I see Landlord outside.
Yeah.
I done been in lit Sundays and I see that man outside doing this thing low-key chilling. I can't say I heard much of his music, but I know his name because he be outside.
Exactly. Like, that's how I feel, too. Landlord, I feel like, is an older Vegas rapper. Before my time, I feel like. I'm only 28. So, but, like, East Got Selly, he's coming up right now. Or he's been on the rise. You know what I'm saying? That's another name that I feel like hasn't gotten the shine that he possibly needs, because in the same way that you're talking about Landlord, East God has been working. He's in the city.
Right.
He be out there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I haven't had the chance to sit down and talk to the man personally, but, you know, I talked to, you know, people that have worked with him. My boy Jerry the Black is on a song with him. And it's the people that I see out here that are really putting forth the effort and shit like that, they're not really getting that shine. And that's where the podcast, the teams, the unity, and all of that shit come into play, because now we can show the other side.
Right, but how easy it now? I wanted to promote our show, right?
Right. So
I reached out to you. Come on. All right. So how easy it nowadays is to be able to reach out to platforms to promote your brand, promote yourself. Say you got an album coming out.
We say that.
It's easy, bro.
But we have to like it. You have to like the song for them, or like the music for them to even come on. No, you don't even listen to it. You just be like, all right, come on.
No, let me tell you something. But I gotta literally in my fucking phone, I have a directory of like 50,000 college radio shows and podcasts. I'm in the directory. I'm gonna show you how to get in the directory too. So whatever city they in, they can literally say, oh, I'm gonna be in Wyoming. Let me look up and okay, boom. These people put their stuff in the directory because they want to be reached, contacted. Right. You say you from Las Vegas? You from Las what? Get goddamn right. We gonna play your shit. Goddamn, this is our new homeboy, Little Roo from goddamn Las Vegas. And it's gonna be about 150 people listening to that motherfucker, but that's 150 more that would have heard you outside your city. Now this little girl who's fucking feeding her ducks or whatever probably heard this shit on the radio, was like, I like that song from Las Vegas.
Now she gonna download it, play it around
Go
all
follow
her
you.
friends.
Right, but people don't look at it. They like, oh, how many they want to be on Breakfast Club? You gotta do goddamn Dinner Club. You gotta do Supper Club. You gotta do all of that before you can do that.
Can't just get in the Breakfast Club.
You dig what I'm saying? So that's what I'm talking about. Like, I'm trying to get artists to be real with this shit. Like, don't live in a fantasy land, because that's when the industry go further away from you.
Exactly.
They like, oh, that nigga still think like that. Oh, we over here with this shit.
See, and then there's this other artist out here, Northtown Red, that I talked to. He actually is pursuing to be an actor.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He does like melodic sounding, like let me see if I can. But this is something that I can see. Like, I can see this man making it for real.
Okay.
Like,
And he acted too.
yeah, he acts. I be trying to put niggas on, because it's like all of these sounds is the sounds that y'all would fuck with for real. My ears ain't
I
broke.
even told you lies. I play my position just like the other guys. When I pay my dues, now I want more than 5 minutes. I want your time every night. Yeah. We got so far to go, but I want more. Don't get too comfortable, I won't show. Cause now I want more than 5 minutes. I want your time every
Such a
night.
diversity.
Let me try.
There's a diversity in Vegas. Like, we have a lot to offer.
I like this. What's his name again?
Northtown Red.
Northtown Red. That's hard.
Like, a lot of all his shit is real melodic like this. He gets into his singing bag. He raps. He fucking.
There's a lot of talent out here, but the thing is that they just gotta package it up.
That's it.
And I think that it's talent all over the world.
I think all of us here, we have like, what is that shit? We have ADHD.
Right.
Everybody out here.
Yeah, in the
I think
world.
we cannot pay attention to one thing and focus on one thing at a time. Like Northtown, these bars, him focusing on this shit right here. If he focused on his music, I think a little bit harder, and I think that nigga could take off in the same way that he's trying to take off with the acting thing. Because this shit is immaculate to me.
That's hard.
I feel like this is a sound that you don't get from Vegas.
What you
Most
feel
shit
about
get from
the
trap.
scene out here?
It's too
like-
trappy, too drilly.
No. When I say the scene, like when all our artists get together and they try to do a show,
Yeah.
and then they get hated on by like the local authorities or whatnot. How do you feel like I feel like that hinders the Vegas hip hop community a little bit as well. I must admit that.
It could stop the vibes, but
I think that's been a big hindrance because we don't have nowhere to congregate at for longer.
not?
No, like you don't have a legend in every city. If you do your research, New York, LA.
But we can make that happen. Listen, I got a promoting permit.
I got one too. I know exactly what you mean.
So nigga, and I have a space, a
Right.
big ass space, and my dog over there has stages.
There it is.
So we're able to do whatever the fuck we really want to do.
Well,
So
we should put together. We should put together the festival. See, those are the things.
That's where I need y'all to come talk to me because we have these facilities. We're able
Right.
to facilitate these things. We
Okay.
want to do this. We tried it last month, earlier this month in December, and we put it together. The show came together. Little pieces need to happen now. You know what I'm saying? That's when we need those extra people to come and
that's-
help us with.
That's
that.
the universe. Us coming together. Like, see, so those are things that like can make it break. But when you do these things, these artists got to contribute, and when they contribute, they effort, they time, they energy.
That's a fact.
Because you're gonna be doing all the hard work and putting the stages, and those are things that bring unity amongst the culture.
That's a fact.
When we all, and what I was gonna
That's a
say,
fact.
I was gonna say like every city you know about has one of those legendary, like LA
Spots.
got the it's not the Viper Room, whatever it was on Vine. Every city got one of these places, right?
what you mean.
Where like you go right before you blow up.
Yep.
Right.
Like the 54 Club in New York, right?
Yeah, like these places, like only like the real legends gonna know about. Right. Vegas never had that spot.
Nope.
Right. And it's not because of the artists. It's because they try to hinder the culture. here because they want to keep the money on the strip.
Or they want to keep the money white. They don't like it when the hip hop, because even us trying to bring hip hop down here is really hard. You know what I'm saying? This is the art district. They're used to fucking rock and fucking just artsy fucking, not as hard rap. Not hard rap. They ain't used to that. So when we bring that shit over here, oh, it's restrictions. It's
what about people like him,
it's,
like that, like the dude with the real melodic sound? Like that type of vibe, we can put together.
We can mix and match. You can have these. That's what we did for the last one. We had Nydia Martinez and Downtown Chaos. They came through. They performed. This is a band. This is all females,
dope.
Hispanic,
Asian,
dope. All different. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
Then we got Indigo Rose. She came through and she performed. And then we had rappers. We had Kenyatta perform. We had we were gonna have Jerry Pookie, Chris Crooks, a bunch of other rappers perform as well. But these are the things that we do want to facilitate in the future. So yes, if you are on board and you want to be a part of some shit like this, let's go ahead, sit down and talk. We can turn this shit the fuck off, because I'm ready to sit down and really have real conversations with people who want to move the city. And that's what my whole thing is. I've been really going hard for moving the city and pushing this shit. And I'm tired of, just like you are tired of, hearing all the pity parties and the fucking the woulda, coulda, shouldas. Let's just fucking do some shit.
Nah, real talk. Hey, you know what? Another thing before I leave, before we get done, whatever, I want to talk about. We should do some shit for the kids. So I want to do
facts.
I want to do something like. See, my thing is, I'm about the future.
Yeah.
Always. Like, if we start working on somebody right now who's already at the end of their rope at in their early 20s, why not go deal with the youth? So we building on that, and they got 3 or 4 years to grow and develop, and we putting our effort into something that's fruitful of our labor.
Bro, I gotta have you a part of my team, because you think like me.
Yeah.
So Deshae, Coach Dooney, he coaches at Legacy High School. He's the assistant coach for the football team.
Okay.
He has his own track program. So we definitely, and he does his own podcast here. So we are doing, we're definitely going to incorporate some shit for the youth this upcoming year. Who else was working with the kids?
Because the kids is where it's at, man.
Oh, my cousin, she actually owns the Sight and Sound Candy Shop on MLK. Nice. So she always is hosting events and always doing shit for the kids. She just did a science thing for them last week. But yeah, these are things that I want to definitely get into, because the big movers, the shakers, the around Vegas, those are the people that I want to talk to. And it seems like you gonna be definitely one of them. So we gonna definitely have to keep in contact. I want everybody to subscribe to their page. Let everybody know where they can find you guys at, and where they can subscribe at.
Y'all know this your boy Big Boo, Mr. What That Shit Do. Check it out. Head over to the Zoo Review Show. That's the ZU Review Show on YouTube. Subscribe, like, you know what I'm saying? Set your alerts. We go up every Thursday night at 8 o'clock. You dig what I'm saying? I know how to find you.
Tap in Whoview TV on Instagram. WHOOVIEW TV. Y'all need any visuals?
Yeah.
Make a little short films. A through Z.
All that. And follow us on Instagram at the Zoo Reviews _show. You know what I'm saying? For all your updated clips. So you can head over to click the link in the bio. Turn up. By the way, we want to thank you for letting us pull up, man.
Oh, for facts.
I really want to talk some more shit, but I'm going to let you.
No, hey, listen. This is
I've been trying to set the record straight, man. I'm so tired of watching these other people. I be wanting to watch that shit for like fun and like, all right, what we doing? And everybody just like, and see, and this, and then you got to go outside after 8 o'clock, right? And then I go outside to all the places that they should be.
Yep.
And I don't see none of those people. And then I wake up at like 8 in the morning.
Ain't nobody trying to put no shows on for us.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, okay, who's going to say something that's going to be real? Because everybody's, love and respect and peace and harmony, but that ain't going to get us nowhere.
Nope. So actually step out. Actually be a part of the craft. Actually hone your craft. Get better at it.
Man.
Don't just fucking say you do it. Don't just fucking, I wrote a song. Okay, cool.
And I fuck with Vegas heavy. Like, I ain't no out of town nigga that just came out here and don't fuck with Vegas. Like, right. I fuck with the real ones out here. And the thing about that is that they'll get behind y'all when y'all get some unity.
Boy.
And these are y'all OGs, and these are y'all aunties and cousins and little brothers and sisters. These schools Why ain't nobody? Let's put together a high school tour. Let's get y'all clean records and do a high school tour so the people in your own city know who you are. For real, for real. You know what I'm saying? But y'all know what it is. It's your boy Big Boo, Mr. What That Shit Do.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. We gonna be out this thing. It's your boy Bobby. And we out.
Yes, sir.